Dragon Fantasy Book 1 is a game that we built a couple of years ago. It came out on PlayStation Network in April, and it was a very seriously 8-bit retro game. Brutally Nintendo hard. Simple, straightforward RPG, you know, and I built it that way because that's the way I wanted it. With Book 2, on the other hand, it's a game that I built to be much more modern, much more 16-bit style, you know, monsters on the map, no random encounters, monster capturing, ship-to-ship combat. Oh, rock monsters. Yep. Multiplayer, which will be coming in an update patch shortly after launch. So multiplayer works by one player, who's the host, will open up the game from the status menu, and then a friend will be able to go to, like, instead of new game or load game, they go to join game. They'll give them a list of all their friends on PlayStation Network who have the game, and they'll be able to join it. And so when they join, they'll be able to pick which characters from the party to take over. And so they'll be wandering around as separate, smaller parties, and able to open treasures, able to buy stuff. The only thing the second player can't do is trigger story sequences. PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vitas can play together, we're gonna try to get in another update. I don't know if it'll be the first update for multiplayer or another one after that. The ability to bring your party into the world, so you can sort of help out. Like if you've got a little brother who's totally destroyed in the game or something, and you wanna help them, you can do that. It'll throw the balance off completely, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And we also are going to have Coliseum battles where you can pit your party against their party.
Oh, cool.
And, you know, fight. Early next year, we'll be releasing it for iOS, Mac, PC, Android, and then later on next year, we'll probably be bringing it to other platforms, you know, consoles. Book 1 is available on Mac, PC, iOS, and Android as the original 8-bit version only, and the PlayStation version has, for both PS3 and Vita, has the 16-bit updates that we did. Now that Book 2 is done, I'm actually going to have the time to sit down and backport all that stuff to iOS and Android, Mac, PC. And then Book 3, of course, we are going to start working on in a few months, you know, after a brief vacation.
Sure.
And Book 3 will be the N64 RPG I waited for my entire childhood. Book 3 will be the last game in the story of Dragon Fantasy that as it exists right now. Book 1 was chapters 1, 2, and 3. Book 2 is chapters 4, 5, 7, and part of 9 from the story that I wrote when I was a kid. And Book 3 will be the rest of it.
Awesome. Kind of a Tarantino